of the Crypto Doe channel, and today is Friday. It is Friday at 9:36 a.m. and I'm giving you an update on the market, right? Like I said I will, and I will always do. This is Crypto Doe once again, and I'm here to share everything I know with you guys so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. My goal is to get to 10,000 subs this year, so help me get there. I've been doing this for well over 6 years, since 2018. So I'm here to share everything I know with you guys, right? Now let's talk about regulations. The framework is being built out. I just watched a video with Cynthia, right, Senator Cynthia, and the person who's responsible for the Bitcoin purchasing 200,000 Bitcoin a year for 5 years. Her, right? She had been told by the councilman or by the director that they need to have some form of regulatory framework done by September. Let me repeat. They need to have some type of regulatory framework done by September. So I think the market is going to start taking off in Q4, right? And in Q3, Q4. Pay attention. And pay attention to cryptos that have use cases, because that's all I tell you guys about anyway. But also pay attention to the ones that's made in the USA. And the reason why I say this is, if they're going to make the United States, just think about it for a second. If they're going to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, correct? And in order to be the crypto capital of the world, you got to have some form of framework, some type of regulatory compliance. People have to know what's right with crypto, what's wrong with crypto, what people are going to allow, what society won't allow, right? We need the framework. It needs to be built out so you won't waste your time going to a court. For example, XRP, when there was no regulatory framework actually inside of the legislation and or the Constitution. Therefore, how could you say that they committed anything or did anything wrong after the framework? So that's a whole nother conversation, right? So pay close attention. I believe that, like I say, if the government wants to make sure that things are built out by September, what do you think is going to happen to cryptos that's governed and made in the United States if we plan on being the crypto capital of the world? It only makes sense to me, right? It can only make sense. That's why XRP is so important, Quant is so important, XLM is so important, XDC is so important. That's just to name a few. IOTA is so important. All these framework that's building out this new infrastructure, right? All these framework that's building out these new infrastructures, it's, to me, what you should be focused on. Now, me, I can't give you financial advice. I cannot give you financial advice at all. The only thing I could do is let you guys know what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is buying more XRP, buying more XLM, buying more XDC. Every time I get paid, I buy some more. Every time that I do an investment and I flip it, I take the profit and I go buy some more of whatever I want to double down on. So pay attention. Pay attention. This is happening this year. Now, some people may say, hey, Crypto Doe, we're not even going to have an altcoin season. Bitcoin is done. It already tapped out at 111 to 112K. I beg to differ. I believe that things are actually just getting started, right? Bitcoin, to me, has tons of room to go up to at least to 150 to 175K. That's what I personally see happening with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dominance then dip below a 50%, right? Then I believe that altcoin season will start. Because think about it. After people finish, when they sell their Bitcoin at 150, 175,000, you think they're just going to keep the money right there on the sidelines? No, they're going to try to double, triple, flip, whatever they have to do in order to get more money. So they're going to move down the chain to Ethereum. Then they're going to move into small caps. That's always been history. And one thing I notice about the world is full of greed. So people are going to want to get more money. That simple. People will, they're gonna want to get more money. It just makes sense to me. So just giving you guys an update. So follow what's going on. Don't follow what people say. Follow what they're doing based on action. Follow what JP Morgan is doing. They just about to do a stable coin, right? A lot of things are happening in this space. They think this space is a scam. Some people, 95% of people think this space is a scam. If that's the case, fiat is a scam. And we're living in it. So what? And what? What are you doing with it? Right? Are you making this profitable? So I just wanted to bring this news to you guys about regulatory compliance is coming out in September. At least that's the deadline that they're aiming for, right? And we all know how the government works. They kind of kick the can down the road, but that's kind of a good initiation and a good start. And I think that's a positive catalyst for actually crypto, because it's showing some form of stability. It's showing some form of government compliance and some form of framework. And I think that's what we all been needed for years in crypto. Crypto was like the Wild West, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. So on that note, if this is your first time here, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I say, get me to 10,000 subs. That's all I ask. I appreciate everyone for coming on in. Hero Tamani, okay, Everlast said, hey, what's going on, Everlast? This is your first time here. Smash that like button, subscribe, give me a sub. Hero Tamani said ISO 20022 adoption in July. Yes, very much so. And then the framework should be done in September, and then we should start taking off by November, December. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Crypto is here. Have no fear. That's just how I look at it. Because I'm not going to lie, my birthday is in December. Every December I make a lot of money because for some reason, that's when the market turns up. And not financial advice, but most of the time in December, that's when I have either 100% gain, 200% gain, depending, even in stocks. Even in stocks. Also, I've been telling people what I'm doing is taking my profit as well after this run, and I'm going to buy a lot more Tesla. Tesla, people don't understand that Tesla, and this may be off topic, but yet it's still, everything is incorporated, right? Everything is connected some way, somehow. Tesla, to me, is an AI company. They just have these robo taxis, right? Which means you can get in the car and it can take you to your destination. Also, I'm going to buy a Tesla because I want to send my Tesla out to make money for me. And then after that flip, right? Once that flip, I'm going to let one Tesla buy me 2 Teslas. 2 Teslas buy me 4 Teslas. 4 Teslas buy me 8 Teslas. 8 Teslas buy me 16 Teslas. Because now, and I'm gonna put it, I already have a company already set charge. I've been working on a credit with the company, just sitting it right there because I knew I was gonna need it in the future. That's just how my brain works. It's like an architect. So I'm gonna put all of those cars underneath the company first of all, and then what I'm gonna do is send these cars out like agents to make me profit and make me money. Remember, Tesla is an AI company, so this is how it's connected to the crypto world. Things like BitTensor Tau, all these things, those are AIs that's going to bill out these things, right? You have something called Kaiko, K-I-K-O, K-A-I-K-O. I just learned about this one just the other day, and it's going to make these sentient AI agents. Well, it's going to create sentience for the AI agents, so they're going to feel this and to be able to feel that based on what's going on in the world. So on that note, I'm going to give you an update on that. I'm going to post that. On that note, smash that like button. Check out my Crypto Dose store as well. Check out my crypto guide. I appreciate you guys so much.